Stop feeling like a failure for not being rich yet. The self-made dream is a total lie told by people with secret safety nets, and I'm calling absolute BS on the whole narrative. For years, my family treated me like the disappointing middle child because I didn't want to join the family's real estate firm right after college. My older brother Marcus was the golden boy. He had his Ivy League tuition paid in full, a brand new BMW every 2 years, and a senior VP position waiting for him the day he graduated. I, on the other hand, was told that if I wanted to find myself, I had to do it on my own dime. So I did. I spent 10 years building a specialized tech consulting firm. I worked 80-hour weeks, lived on ramen, and built something from the ground up. Meanwhile, Marcus was busy managing the family assets, which mostly meant taking long lunches and flying the company jet to Vegas. Last year, my father's health started declining. Marcus and his wife Kimberly, who is the definition of a gold digger, started getting nervous. They realized that according to the original family trust, the estate was supposed to be split equally between the 3 siblings. Kimberly didn't like that. She wanted the whole pie. During a family dinner, Marcus sat me down and said, "Leo, you're so successful with your tech company. You clearly don't need the family inheritance. Dad is thinking of restructuring the will so the bulk of the assets go to the people who actually worked for the firm. You understand, right?" I realized then that they had been gaslighting my father for months, telling him I was too busy and too rich to care about the family legacy. They were trying to write me out of a $30 million estate while I was literally the only one who had actually stayed out of debt. But here's the thing they forgot. 5 years ago, when the family firm was about to go under because of Marcus's bad investments in crypto resorts, my father came to me in tears. I didn't tell Marcus, but I bailed the company out. I didn't just give them a loan. I used my tech firm to buy out the family's underlying debt through a holding company. I did it to save my father's pride. So, when Marcus handed me a waiver of inheritance to sign, I didn't get angry. I didn't even argue. I just smiled and called for a formal board meeting. The next morning, I walked into the family boardroom. Marcus was sitting in my father's chair, looking like he already owned the world. Kimberly was there too, probably already picking out a yacht. I threw a thick blue folder on the table. "I'm not signing the waiver, Marcus," I said. He started screaming about how I was being greedy. I let him finish, then I pointed to the folder. "You see that holding company that's been collecting 60% of the firm's revenue for the last 5 years? The one you thought was a bank-appointed management group? That's me. I am the primary lien holder of this entire building, the jet, and the house you're currently living in." Marcus's face went from red to a sickly shade of gray. Kimberly's jaw literally dropped. I continued, "Because you've been mismanaging trust funds to pay for your personal lifestyle, which is a direct violation of the debt agreement, I'm calling the loan. As of 9 a.m. this morning, I have moved for a hostile takeover of the firm." They thought they were being smart by cutting me out of a future inheritance, but they didn't realize I already owned their present. My father, who finally saw the truth about Marcus's greed, stood up and named me the sole executor of his estate. I didn't kick them out onto the street immediately. No, I'm not a monster. I gave Marcus a job in the mailroom of his own former company. And Kimberly? She had to return all the designer bags she bought on the company card. The older I get, the more I realize that the self-made story is usually a mask for entitlement. Marcus thought he was a genius because he was born on third base. He didn't realize I was the one playing the whole game. Am I the jerk for taking over the family business and demoting my brother? Or did they get exactly what they deserve for trying to steal my future? Let me know in the comments. Would you have bailed them out 5 years ago or let them drown? Drop a trust in the comments if you're tired of entitled family members.